Alright, buckle up, because today we're diving into Combat Warriors, a Roblox fighting game that has been swinging swords, axes, and everything in between since 2019. It's messy, and honestly, it's kind of addictive. You've got parries, dodges, stamina management, loot crates, weird utilities, and a community that, well, let's just say they make the game a little more interesting. So, why are we still talking about it in 2025? Let's jump in and see why people keep swinging, grinding, and somehow coming back even after all these years. A quick rundown for anyone who's never touched this game before. Combat Warriors is a Roblox fighting game. Basically, a giant brawl where you pick a weapon, run onto the battlefield, and hope you don't get turned into a piñata in the first 30 seconds. It's got swords, axes, spears, giant hammers, even ranged stuff like crossbows and kunais. The combat's all about dodging and parrying, but mostly about parrying, as it can change the perspective of the whole fight. You earn money and XP by getting kills, which you can then use to unlock bigger, flashier weapons. And if that sounds like a grind, that's because it is. Unless, of course, you pay a little Robux to skip ahead. This gem was first released back in November 2019. It's been around for a while, and despite all of its wide flaws, people are still playing it. I mean, barely. It used to have like a way bigger player number, but whatever. Okay, real talk. Yeah, there are still players in Combat Warriors, but it kind of used to be way more packed, so why'd the hype die down? I dug through Reddit, and one of the top answers was about abilities. Players said when they rolled out abilities, most of them were broken as hell. And that turned a ton of casual players off real quick. No one likes the power creep, that just murders fairness overnight. It's not even all. Players also started noticing that some of the coolest weapons weren't something you could grind for and earn. Nope, they were locked in loot boxes, with better odds if you pay Robux. Imagine wanting that sick sword, but instead of working for it, you gotta gamble in real life currency to even get a chance. That's a bad look, man. And then there's the community frustration with bug systems. Hitboxes, parries, hit detection, you name it. Low pink players getting screwed, high pink players teleporting around. It's one thing to lose a skill, it's another to lose because the game drops the ball. So it's kind of this perfect storm. Busted abilities, pay-to-win loot mechanics, broken combat systems, and updates that outpushed players. Combine all of these together and boom, momentum dies. So yeah, Combat Warriors isn't dead exactly, it's just lost some of its spark. And once players go find something better, it's a lot harder to get them back. Ah yes, let's talk about the community of this fragrant great game, this amazing game. Let's start off with the emo kids, with the headless kids, you know? It's a very hated archetype, a very beloved archetype, if I say so myself. If I see another one, I swear I'm going to gouge their eyes out. They're rocking the headless most of the times, but you can't really gouge your eyes out. But whatever, leaving the jokes aside, these players are an absolute nuisance. You'll be 1v1ing some dude, and right as you take the final swing, your opponent or you will get sniped from across the map. Like, hello, I was trying to kill this dude, man. Their natural habitat is the beach most of the times, as they hang around there for most of the match. Alright, so we're gonna go to the most populated server to see if, you know, there's like actual people hanging out on the beach. 9 times out of 10, there's probably gonna be like a few dozen people, like half the server on that goddamn fuck-ass beach, man. Okay, let's see. Let's just see. Alright. Okay, we already see some people there. Okay, not as much as I thought. Oh, actually, no, it's okay, but not as much as I thought. But people, like, there's, oh my god, bro. Like, what am I supposed to do against that shit, man? You know, what the fuck? Okay, so we're going to the beach right now. The fucking dogs are barking, man. And oh, as you can see, there's a bunch of people here. They're all ganged up, doing absolutely nothing. You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Fuck you. That did absolutely nothing. Okay. Stealing kills, and if you try to approach them, you'll get teamed on and obliterated by their boyfriend or girlfriend, because how dare you hurt my kid. And also, they spend crazy amounts of daddy's and mommy's money on the game. You can call me a hater, I sincerely do not give a fuck. The Guts cosplayers. You are not him, little bro. Somewhere in the chaos of this game, there's this one guy who decides that this medieval combat game is actually their chance to live out a berserk fantasy. Enter the Gods cosplayers. They slap the Dragon Slayer on, crank their ego to the max, and suddenly they think they're the main character of Berserk. You kill them once, and they think you're Griffith. Bro, it's Roblox. It ain't all that. The furries. How could I forget about the furries? You know the ones. They've got the animal avatars that make you start questioning if they spent more time designing their persona than actually playing the damn game. The absolute peak is watching them try to be intimidating or mysterious while hopping around like caffeinated puppies. Oh, the edgy avatar dwellers. They wander the map like misunderstood anti-heroes, constantly brooding, standing in the shadows, and pretending every fight is a personal vendetta. And if you even look at them funny, instant salt. Maybe a passive-aggressive comment, or maybe both. Honestly, you guys, I don't even want to lie to y'all. I am this dude. I have a really edgy avatar that I use most of the time. So wait, here, I'm gonna show you. Oof, the grind often gets repetitive. Yeah, after you finish, you're gonna get that cool weapon you wanted, but after that, it's just the same thing over and over again. And after an hour or so, for me at least, it gets a little stale. Same map, same fights, same archetype of players. It's like running on a treadmill. You're moving, but you still end up in the same place. The updates don't help either. They drip in slowly. New emotes, yay! But the gameplay barely feels different. You log in hoping for something fresh, and 5 minutes later, it's the exact same mess. It's almost tragic. You put in effort, maybe even get good, and for what? The game keeps looping, and yet people keep coming back. Hope is a cruel trick, my friends. Some unlocks feel rewarding, sure, but others are locked behind ridiculous amounts of grind. Or worse, behind paywalls. It turns what should feel like natural improvement into a chore. You're not leveling up for fun, you're leveling up because you have to, if you want to stay competitive. And it's funny, in a weird way, watching newer players struggle through fights while someone with better gear breezes. It's frustrating, but also kind of hilarious. The grind isn't just about skill, it's about patience, persistence, and sometimes cash. Let's talk about utilities. You've got the healing potion, the ghost potion, maybe a few others depending on your loadout. On paper, they're supposed to give you a little edge, right? A little strategic flair, if you will. But in practice, half the time they feel like overpowered chaos buttons. I hate it when I'm fighting someone and when they get low on HP, they just run like an absolute fucking pussy and drink that damn healing potion. Why do you do this? Is it that hard to accept the fact that you lost? Please stop using this. Thank you. And yeah, I do have it equipped, but I use it when I'm not in a fight, You know what I also hate? The ghost potion. I have to admit, it's pretty fun killing players while invisible, but it's so damn frustrating when it's used against you. I'll be minding my own business, and then the second I blink, some dude already killed me. Despite all of its flaws, somehow, I keep coming back to it. 2 years on and off, and it's almost automatic at this point. It's not that the game's perfect, but there's something about knowing the weapons, the strategies, it's familiar. You get into a fight, and even if it's frustrating, there's weird comfort in it. Honestly, it's probably nostalgia mixed with habit. I've sunk so many hours into this mess that logging in feels like putting on old hoodie. You know all the flaws, but it's still comforting. And yeah, maybe I'm just stubborn, but hey, after all this time, it's hard to quit completely, But at the same time, it's a game that's still alive enough to surprise you, to make you laugh, or to make you feel that rush when you finally hit that parry. So yeah, that's Combat Warriors for you, but somehow still worth diving back into. And hey, if you never touched it, I think you should fiddle it a bit, No dick. Oof, I'm finally back. Expect to see more uploads because I finished my exams, so that's gonna be nice. I mean, I'm gonna go to college. Actually, if I go to college and if I pass my exam, you're probably gonna see less uploads. But if I don't, this year you might see more. So, there's a win-win situation, I guess. Well, thank you for watching. It means a lot to me. Goodbye.